Today's installment of 16-Bit Superheroes is dedicated to Marvel Superheroes in War of the Gems. This is a Capcom game that I played on the Super Nintendo. I've been sort of dabbling with this title over the many months that I have owned this. I picked this up at one of the expos that I was at earlier this year, and boy, am I glad that I did. This is a terrific game, but it is also one that will challenge you like crazy, so be prepared for that. It is a brawler. Mostly it's horizontal based, but you are going to do some verticality in here as well, so there is a little bit of a platform kind of experience to be had in this title. And it has some clunkiness. It's not perfect by any means, but I love the sprite work in this game. You play as some of the seminal Marvel superheroes, Iron Man and Hulk and Captain America and Wolverine and Spider-Man, basically the heavy hitters. You are going up against Thanos, and Adam Warlock comes in and tells you that the Infinity Gems have been scattered across planet Earth, and you've got to go to all of these different destinations like the Amazon or an aquarium inside of Boston. You've got to go into the Arctic, and you've got to go into Arizona, and you're climbing around inside of Dr. Doom's castle in Latveria. And so you're going to encounter some pretty big heavy hitter enemies in here, of course Thanos, but you're also fighting against evil versions of Marvel heroes like Sasquatch and Puck and Daredevil. All kinds of great variations on Marvel icons, which is terrific. The combat is kind of like Final Fight for the most part. You basically have one attack button and you're kicking and punching with the constant pressing of that, but you can also pull off rotational moves, and you can pick up some power gems along the way and pull off some pretty fantastic hyper moves as well that will fill the whole screen with all kinds of effects. It's a super flashy and super fun title, and the reason why I've been playing all these 16-bit superhero games, it's been one of the most enjoyable things I've done this year, is I've always enjoyed superhero games, but I haven't played them all, and this was one that I never played back in the day, so I've been filling in the gaps. And as enjoyable as this was for me to play, I was also humbled by its difficulty. It took me a while to kind of get all of these rotations. I couldn't ever fully pull off the move that I wanted to pull off every single time. It's a game that you're going to need, and I am going to need to devote serious time to, but it's so good, and it's filled with so many cool, different rewards from the Marvel Universe that you're going to want to stick with it. I am going to want to stick with it. I'm glad that this is in my collection. It's a Super Nintendo game that I know I'll go back to over and over again, just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, or Batman Returns. This is terrific. So now I have to score it, but the way that I score these games is not through any kind of rose-colored glasses. It's not about nostalgia. It's how these games play in 2019, how it feels for me to play it today, and I love this game. It kicks my ass, but it's wonderful, and it's gorgeous, and it's filled with great little story bits, too. This is great stuff. I'm going to give Marvel Superheroes in War of the Gems a 9 out of 10.